Storobin, the next city councilman for this area. A history maker. The first Soviet-born American citizen to become a state senator in the history of New York. Let's give it up to him. I think he's going to make history again in the city council. And two of these men partnering together will clean up City Hall. We face a lot of problems here in New York City, and especially in this part of Brooklyn that often feels forgotten. So I'd like to introduce the next city councilman, a person who has some ideas on how to fix it, David Storobin.
Thank you. March 20th, when I was in OPM, you remember I said, we won, and people went, what do you mean we won? You won. No, we won. I'll tell you why we won, because we made history, and because we made a change here. Because when the hurricane happened, a few months later, and there were sand piles, there was somebody who will call the federal authorities, who will call the mayor's office, and who will scream and yell, and who will make things to make sure that we will have our neighborhood cleaned up. But then we will have a new mayor. And that mayor will not need to scream and yell to make sure things happen, because that mayor showed up here. And that person actually cares about this community: Brighton Beach, Shipshead Bay, Bay Ridge, Marine Park, Middle Basin, Coney Island, Seagate, every neighborhood in southern Brooklyn. You know what? You speak to people in the city and they'll tell you Brooklyn is Brooklyn Heights. Guess what? Brooklyn is not just Brooklyn Heights. We are all also Brooklyn Heights. And all the people standing behind me and all the people standing in front of me, we are the real Brooklyn, and we also matter, and we will get the services under this gentleman. And when I'm in the city council, and this gentleman, Joe Lhota, is in the New York State, in the mayor's office, I'm sorry, when he's in the mayor's office, we will make sure that this city will continue the progress that it began with his key involvement under Rudy Giuliani, when this man was the deputy mayor, when this man was the acting mayor when Giuliani was away or when he was sick. This man was our mayor. And when 9/11 happened, guess what happened? This gentleman was walking right next to Rudy Giuliani on ground zero and everywhere else. He was making things happen for our community. This is going to be the third term of Rudy Giuliani, maybe even better than the third term of Rudy Giuliani. This is the gentleman that we want. This is the progress that we want. This is somebody who will care for all of us, who will know that we actually exist, who will stand for us, who will fight for us, who will lower our taxes, who will improve our schools, who will continue on all the progress that Rudy Giuliani began. This is the progress that we need. So let's give a hand to the next mayor, hopefully the best mayor of New York City, Joe Lhota.
Thank you, David.